Welcome, my name is Kat, this is my channel Kat Can Sew, and this is episode 7. I can be found on Instagram under Kat Can Sew, and to all my returning subscribers, thank you, and to anybody who's just found me, please, if you enjoy what you see, like, subscribe, comment, do all the YouTubey things. Today's going to be short and sweet. I've got about 8 projects that I've worked on in the last week and a half, and I got a little bit of haul, and there'll be a quick life update at the end. Sorry about that. I'm trying to avoid the scratching my face, but as soon as I start videoing, my face itches like crazy. So here we go with my projects. First up is my finish. This is Season of Love by Black Needle Society. I had 47 stitches left on it and didn't take me long. This is stitched on 28 count grayscale by Live and Die LA in DMC E12, so it does have a little bit of shine. Of course none of that is going to show up on the camera, is it? Nope, of course not. I have a finishing kit, so that's where the hoop is from. I was testing to see if it fit, to see if I was going to have to restitch it. It just fits. I do have to maneuver it slightly. It isn't quite in square, and I have like the screw and the bolts and the a ribbon to finish it. So hopefully that will get FFO'd before forever happens. Next up is my works that I've actually stitched on. First up is, name is subject to change. This is my design that I did as a biscornu. I'm currently calling it Around the Fair. It's also known as Carnival Foods, and it could change again. We'll see what the mood strikes me when I get to it being finished. So here is the pattern, because I've only got the mock-ups currently. And here is where I am on the restart. So I got about 231 stitches done, which is 10% of the front, 10% of the total. That sounds off, and I'm not sure where I got the 10% from, because it's about 3,500 stitches, so 230 stitches is not 10%, it's about 7. So this has been restarted. Originally I stitched it, you can sort of see it here under the Q-snap, 2 on 40 count. This is 40 count linen from Live and Die LA in Malt of the Earth. And now it is being done 1/2, and much cleaner stitching. My biggest worry was how messy my stitches were. Much neater stitching, and it's going through quicker. I just have a project I'm trying to finish by the end of the month, so I'm not really focusing on this. It'll get more love later in the month, later in the year. So next up is Vera Mirabilia by Mirabilia. Here is the pattern or the design, and here is where I'm at. I've got about 580 stitches on it. Here's where I was. Sorry for all the coughing, guys. I've got a niggle. So this is where I'm at. So I did a bunch in the neckline here. So I did a bunch of this gold. I did the rose and all of this purple. And then I started down on this side over here. I am aiming to get about 1,000 stitches, and then she'll get changed off the scroll frame and something else put on. I haven't decided yet what the next project's going to go on there. It'll probably be, to be honest, it'll probably be Death by Cross Stitch, and then a new project for next month. Next up is Summertime by Primrose Cottage Stitches. Here is where I was, and here is where I'm at. I got about 10% done, so not a ton. I am trying to get this finished by the end of the month. I've got about just shy of 2,000 stitches to go, about 1,800. So that's where I'm at. So I did have all of Lemonade done, but then I realized the N was one row too high, so I just had to frog that. I'm now working my way back through it. Working on the leaves on the lemon. I think I finished Summer, finished all of the lemons, so we're getting there. It just fits in the Q-snap. Goes all the way down here. This is stitched on 28 count Tropic Waters. Vera Mirabilia is stitched on 28 count Lagana in Bayou. No, not everything is stitched on. I was gonna say everything I stitched is on Limondia FRX, but I've actually got 2 that are not today. So we're getting there. I'm doing this for the Semi-Sane Stitches Summer Challenge. I'm now hoping I've posted a progress photo. If not, I will do that when I finish this recording. I need to have it finished by the end of the month to get that. I am using it as penalty stitches for all of this week's fandom stitches, which will get me like halfway. And then hope this is like my focus piece. This is like the main piece I'm working on in the other room right now. Next up is a Bookworm Fairy. This is not in order, but in the percentage that it's done. So this one has some hanging down bits. Here is the pattern, and here is where I'm at. This is my oldest whip. This was started in 2000. Best as I can work out, this was started in 2008, 2009. I think 2008. So it puts it at about 15 years old, and I'm at 49%. So this is 1/1 on 28 count. The fabric is, I cannot remember what color, from Stitches and Spice, Jubilee, and I worked on a bit down here. I was using it for Phantom Stitches, so I wanted something I was going to stitch up quickly, so I just worked on a bunch of the blue. I'm not loving the process on this. I've discovered I really don't like doing 1/1 on 28 count. It's too tight. But I'm almost halfway. So I'm going to keep plugging away at it. It's probably going to take me 20 years to finish. But we're getting there. Like, I'm all the way down to the bottom corner. I might start working. Once I finish down here, I might work my way across the top, and then I probably need to make it like a 500 stitches a month, because like once you start, it's usually like you do more than that. I only did 200 because I was trying to do other projects as well, but this may be my second of the month project. I work on it like the second or the third of every month, get like a day or two in it, and see if I can get some progress done so we get get her closer to finished. It's a gorgeous pattern. I love it. It's just painful. So pattern that causes you pain, guys. That's what the prompt I used it for was. Next up we have Celtic Christmas, which on the complete opposite is a breeze. So this pattern is really old, guys. So this is by Lavender and Lace. I have the other 4 Celtic ladies done, and once this one is finished I will pull all of them out and do a bit of show and tell. I put 1100 stitches in this. I worked on it during the Black Needle Society chat. I'm going to post the where I was picture there. I just took me like 2 days and I got 1,000 stitches in because it's all big blocks of color. I have one more of these little things and then I finished this border. You can see where the bottom is. That's that purple thread down the bottom. So I'm really close to the bottom. I'm at 65%, but like 7% or 8% is just the beads. So we're getting there, and like nearly all of this, like this will go basically all the way down, is skirt. So started putting the metallic in the skirt, just keep bringing it down. I do want to get that finished. I would like to get it 100% finished before I go to Australia. I would like to at least have all the cross stitching done before I go to Australia in November. So that is stitched on 28 count Cashel linen in Heritage by Stitches and Spice. That is a no longer valid, no longer operating Australian dyeing company. Next up is Red Lady Pirate by Mirabilia. We're making progress. I got 1,000 stitches done on her. So I had a prompt for water and then I just kept going to get my 1,000 stitches. I did a large chunk of this, but mostly I'm just filling out, so it's a bit hard to see progress. Like there's gonna be progress over here. I worked on the purple of the bag, just kept bringing the brain, just because of the way I work. It just slowly builds down. So this is 28 count opal lagana in Tropic Waters. And last but not least, I did a bunch more on the Advent Trilogy by from the Mill Hill kit. This is set 2, and I forgot to pull out my backing. So that's where I'm at. So I believe I finished the bell and I started the wreath. I was working on this while I was editing my last videos. The last video did take a while to do. I have 2 more to go. I'll probably work on it a bit more while I'm editing this video. And then the beading should only take me a couple of hours. So that is all of my progress photos. I also I made a call this week. So this is actually on my would go for this month, but I decided to UFO flow followers. I'm 3 pages in. I'm not actually sure of the percentage. I think it's about 20%. But this is also done 28 count 1/1 on Jubilee. This is another Stitches and Spice fabric. So I think what I am going to do is I'm going to do one of two things. I'm either going to cut it, and because I've only used half of the fabric, so that still gives me an 1/8 that I can use, or if I'm going to frog the 20,000 stitches I've done, and then I'm going to restart. I'm going to start it 1/2 on 40 count. I'm really enjoying the process on that. It won't make it that much bigger. I can sneak it onto a fat quarter, but I've only got about 1 inch on each side and like 2 inches top and bottom. So what I'll do is I'll just sew some strips on the side. I've done it before. I have no issues doing that. I don't know how I'm going to finish them when they're done. I don't know if it's going to be a restart this month. I found the perfect color. We have a color called Sea Breeze, and I think that's going to be amazing. It's like a really pale teal. So that's the plan. I don't like working on white. I'm not working on white. So that was a decision. It's turtles, it's a mermaid, it's really cute, but I'm just struggling so hard with it that I basically, you have to be grown up and make that decision. I'm like, you know what, I'm not pulling it out, so I'll use it for something else. And then I also did some diamond painting. So I brought the kits from Paint Gem, Facebook ad. Each of these boxes has between like 10 and 16 different patterns. Yeah, this one has 10. This one has 16, and this one has, I think, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this one has 12. So I am doing Tiny Decisions wheel of which project am I working on next, and I'm not very good at this. My diamonds aren't lined up super well, but that is the Space Mystery out of the mystery box number 3, and this is Satin, which was out of the space one. So they're really cool because they're just little. They only took, you know, like an hour or so. I do need to, like, my lines are super rough, but they're so sparkly and pretty, and I will work out, and they're on canvas, which is nice. I have some kits that are done on wood, and I don't love them as much. I was keeping them on the fridge and they kept falling off because they have magnets on the back, and then the gems would fall off, so the little diamonds would fall off. So that's where I'm at. These are just when the mood strikes me and I don't feel like cross stitching. So that is all of the progress I made on projects this week and a half. I have a little bit of haul. So this one I actually got when I was at Camp Black Needle Society, but I forgot to show it in my last video. So when I went to CC and Company, they have this in their Christmas room as a model without the greenery. So I decided that I need it without looking at the list. This is Krennic. This is beads. This is all DMC. Well, it's Charter for Sullivan's DMC or Anchor. I have DMC. I'm going to stitch it in DMC. So this is going to take just a little bit of time to kit. I may be making a color of fabric over in our Christmas range that it will be stitched on. I'm not sure if I'm going to do the greenery or not, because I kind of do like the greenery. Next up is, so at Camp Black Needle Society, from the Black Needle Society, I purchased their 2022 camp snail, and it is charted using forbidden fibers. So I did an order with forbidden fibers and got all the required flosses. So we have Envy, Witch's Brew. Actually, you know what, that is actually showing up true to colour. It's a very blue-green. Pineapple. It's showing up in between my fingers. There is showing up about best. Copper. Magnolia, which is like a yellowy off-white. I forgot to pull out my card and it's behind a box. Christmas Ivy. Lemon Curd. And Calypso. So, I don't know when I'm going to start these. I probably will start them in the new year. Midnight. The moon one that I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, has one of the colors listed as weeks, but it's actually Gentle Arts, so I was super confused on trying to find that. Which is Flax. Flax is a Gentle Arts color, not a weeks color. I went and found a unboxing video to confirm the floss that had been included in the kit, because when that was originally sent out, it was sent out as a kit. So another project to work on. I have a couple of little projects to start. These are less than 70 by 70, so JDW in the round designs, which I'll be able to use Lavender LA flosses for. Christmas in the round, we'll probably use one of our Christmas colors from this year, and stitching on the round. I'm debating about using Smack the Jellyfish. I'm debating about using Mermaid. It does need two colors, because if you have a look, it has like lighter elements in the background. So I think if I use Smack the Jellyfish, I can use Cayman Isle, which we still have on our website, though we're nearly out. But we don't really have solids for our website flosses currently, so I'm playing with that. And last but not least is I received my Angus Littlemider order that I ordered while I was at camp. So I got two because they're coming from so long far away. I didn't want them to come on their own. So I've got Turtle Fan Guys, the purple pink one, and then I got the glow one with the the flat fins. The back, and the backing has like cute little buttons too. they're a little bit rough. That's really cool. So this is one of her glory ones. I got both of these from her Etsy store. Sue, who was on my table at camp, had one of the seahorses on her project. I have been looking at them for a while. I just never had any motivation. And then I had a look, and she had 2 turtles, and I'm like, well, she had a bunch of turtles, but I liked these 2 turtles, so I got them. I don't know what projects they're going to go on to yet. Good chance that they will end up on, one of them will end up on Flow Followers once I get her restarted. The other one may go on the Bella Filipina Mystery Mermaid Sale. So I signed up for that. I have dyed my fabric. I haven't got it yet. I haven't been in the workshop since we dyed it. But we did like a slightly teal marine color. So it's really pretty. It is available on our website. I think I'm doing, we dyed both a 28 Lagana and a 28 Opal Lagana. I'm probably going to use the Opal for it. I haven't pulled the flosses yet. And I have all the beads, but I have ordered some of the crannies. I'm missing a couple of them. So unfortunately, Orchard has a really long delay on their deliveries right now. Who is the supplier. So otherwise, that's all my stuff. This is longer than I thought. Quick life update. This is gonna go up late Wednesday. This is probably gonna go up Thursday morning. I'm filming this, it's like 11:30 at night. I'm a night owl, so that doesn't bother me. But I finally have the okay to go back to work, and I am changing my days. We're going into Halloween season, and I'm trying to go back into work and build up stamina, and going back in and doing straight and horror nights, I'm going to end up as a mess. I'm not a Halloween fan. I think that's been discussed before. I don't like jump scares. I don't like people jumping out at me, and I'm already kind of nervous about my back holding up. So as I said, hopefully I will be regularly posting. My stitching, the amount of stitching I'm doing is going to go down drastically, because I'm going from being at home nearly all the time to back to work. I've got another couple of weeks before I go back to work though, so I am waiting. I'm basically waiting for the new schedule to come out on Friday. I should be on that schedule. As I said earlier, I'm going to Australia later in the year. I do plan on filming when I'm in Australia. I don't know what projects I'm going to take. I call it a night. I'm so tempted to say so long and thanks for all the fish. It was said in a podcast my husband was listening to, and I'm a fan of Hiker's Guide to the Galaxy. The television series more than the books. The books are a bit long. I really struggle with them. But have a good week. Stitch on what makes you happy, and ciao.